Story is where the Russians give the hit to kill Filippo, Lulu, and Chang. By Ivan gives the hit to Boris. But Boris has been investigating Ivan for some murders that he occurred to his family in Moscow. And as he's about to talk about some of the situations about that, a phone call is made from investigating what happened to his sisters and brother in Moscow during the takeover in Georgia. And Ivan at the time was working for the Russian government and killed Boris's family. But Ivan knew that he did that to Boris but never told him. Boris then in turn finds out through a phone call that it was Ivan who did it. And when the time comes about to kill Chang, Flippo, and Lulu, he said, let them go. He said, I want only one way that this can work. He said, call Nate up in North Philly. He knew of Nate because Nate knew somebody that Boris knew. And he said, I'm not letting them go, because if I let them go to Rings or his people, they'll throw it off. So Nate comes and picks him up. No, they're not. He picks him up. He drops him off where Nate can find him. And when he finds him, Nate takes him in. Nate now has him where they are relaxing and plotting. Nate gets his crew together. But in the meantime, there's a party going on in Queens where where Ivan is in play, thinking he had, basically thinking that he now runs Philadelphia because he's killed all three of the guys that was running it. So he's taking it over. Everything is taken over by by Ivan. In that party, all the Russian boys is there, girls, incredibleness, fun, hookah. In that party, Boris is there. And Boris is looking at Ivan, he said, comrade, we've taken Philadelphia. We own it now. And Boris is looking at him, yeah, we own it now. And then at the same token, Boris said, man, I wish my sisters and brothers could join in this celebration. And Ivan looks at him, yeah, I wish they could be here too. But Boris knows now that Ivan is the reason why they're not there. So Boris goes along with it. And the party continues. Meanwhile, back in Philly, there's a funeral for Filippo at a funeral home. By way of funeral, for Lulu, and a memorial service for them all. That's what it is, a memorial service. And they're going and they're having a problem. The fellas, having a problem dealing with that Filippo got murdered. Then all of a sudden, meanwhile, the Russian bulls is back in business in Philly, and they're controlling everything. And because of it, Nicky Ring's crew has to no, now there's no Flippo. Nicky Rings now knows he has to fight the Russians and the Chinese too, and Lulu. They all know that the Russian bull is the reason why. But there's a situation that Nicky thinks that Chan might have knocked him off. And Lulu's people think that maybe Nicky's people knocked her off. So there's a beef going around. The only thing that's solving it, trying to get it together, is the cop that basically knows that Nicky Rings was coming out the house. So they think that if they get close to the cop, they say, "Wait a minute, you man, who pulled the trigger on our people?" So the cops say, "It wasn't our guys." you know, and that's like further in the move. But long story short, Nate gets Lulu and Chan to get to know exactly where that warehouse is at, and they go explode into the warehouse and basically go tie up all the guys that's working for Ivan, and put them in like an Amazon Prime van, all tied up, like 10 dudes tied up with duct tape over their mouth, the whole bit. And they control now that whole situation. But the whole point of it is try to get Ivan done this, and to get Ivan and kill Ivan at the end. So they put it together where the Russian boy Boris is helping him out and making sure that he has his men also helping out. So that's how they get the warehouse without even a bang, because the other Russian boys come in and help them out. So you got Nate's crew helping and Boris's crew helping, simultaneously going down to get it done. And Filippo is haven't had any, and they haven't even been seen yet. But Nate and them is like making it work because of the connection between Nate and the Russian. So while they're on ice, he said we got to get. So they captured the warehouse. They got the warehouse and they got the dudes hostage now. And so Ivan doesn't know this. He's up at the junkyards in his bachelor pad, sitting in the jacuzzi, chilling out. So they make a move. They said, let's go get him. So they said, well, he got guys at the junkyard waiting. He said, yeah, but we'll get them. So Boris comes there, and Boris's guys, he tells, the guys that's guarding Ivan, basically, is controlled by Boris. So Boris tells them, stand down, basically, walking, I got this, don't worry about it. We got, so and so and so and so, and it's Boris's guys. So Boris' guys, he says, sure, yeah, we got him. Yeah, don't worry about it. So they walk up the steps, and Boris is having dinner, like having a time. He say, hey, what's up, Ivan? He said, man, I still, I tell you, man, we own Philly now, don't we? He said, yeah, we own Philly, man. What do you think, comrade? We own Philly now. We run Philadelphia. And part of the legacy, we got all the codes from Chang's people. We run all the stuff here and there, basically Philadelphia and the rest of the country, whatever. Make a long story short, next thing you know, he said, yes. Like I say, I wish my family could be with me today. Oh, comrade, don't worry about it. One day, one day, you'll see them soon. One day. He said, yeah, I know. I'll see them soon. He said, and then that's exactly when Flippo, Chan, and Lulu walk in. Yeah, you will see him soon, but you're gonna see him first. And Ivan can't believe that they're there, looking at him. And he looks at Boris. You motherfucker, you betrayed me. Yeah, and you killed my family. Yeah, and you betrayed me too, Ivan. And they go into this and then, that's when we're gonna bang, Zalman, bang Ivan the fuck out. We're gonna let him know we got his men's, we got the warehouse, we got all the stuff that he came and got. They got it back.